Hey, it's Omar Benson Miller here. I play Cornbread and Sinners, and you are on Get Wrecked with Straw Hat Goofy.
Wake up, Juju. Time to go to work. All right, can we talk about wake up, I get it, I get it, what? Hey. Wake up, I get it, I go with everyone saying I'm up next. It's not my fault that the vocals are gold, that making the haters so upset. My life is a movie, the way that I roll. They saying I'm goofy, but baby, you know I'm making everybody obsessed. Cause we the best, how we get wrecked, and I know we gonna get wrecked, we gonna get wrecked. We gonna get wrecked, we gonna get wrecked. We gonna get wrecked, we gonna get wrecked.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Juju Green, aka Straw Hat Goofy, your movie guy, and today we are on our third installment of our Center series here on Get Wrecked, and we have none other than Cornbread himself, Omar Benson Miller. What's up, man? What's good?
Give it. I'm
Hey,
here.
I'm throwing it,
here.
bro. I'm throwing it, man. This is a long time
I'm
coming,
here.
bro.
I'm here.
Man, we've been trying to set this up for a minute.
Yes.
But you know what,
I'm glad we
man?
did it.
I'm glad, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I was planning on being first up, but I have to be honest. The award system,
It's crazy, bro.
this award scene, it is intense.
it'll kick your ass. out
Yeah,
here.
it's intense, and it's like a setup for a super spreader.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
get everybody flying in from all over the world to go to all of these indoor events
Yeah.
where they all share the same breath. And this is
Yeah.
just like this is a lot of stuff creeping around.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And we
Yeah.
had Jamie in here, as of this time, like she was second to the last person we talked to. It was the day before the Golden Globes.
Oh,
right?
that's when she came in?
It was the day
Oh, wow.
before.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she was like, I got to get back, like see my hairstylist.
Yeah,
and, like, get this whole thing done.
Yeah. Oh, she
And
was what? She was glammed out.
She was glammed out.
What?
Yeah,
Jamie's
bro,
a star.
If
You
you
say whatever you want to. Jamie shining
We
on them out
talked
there.
about that,
They need
bro.
to stop. I told Jamie that when we were making a movie. Don't let nobody convince you or try to make you believe you're not a star. Jamie's a star.
100%.
People will see. They're gonna see.
Listen, we broke down her filmography. That girl is like, I think like 5 or 6 in the 90 range on Rotten Tomatoes. Or
Really?
something like that. Oh yeah, dude. Like straight out of Juilliard. Like straight out. She graduated 2019.
Wow.
Immediately. Now I want to say immediately, but like she was cast in the Batman.
Uh-huh.
Then she did more. Then she did gosh, why am I blanking? Oh, To Blow Up a Pipeline, obviously Sinners.
Ah,
she
she was
in
Woman King?
She was Woman King, you know what I'm saying? She was
Yeah.
in a lot of stuff, like back to back to back, just critically acclaimed stuff. So we were giving her flowers in that. Cause like
She needs that.
Because I don't feel like she realizes it. You know, she
She's
was
just
kinda
humble.
like,
She's just not, which is great.
very humble. And not
But
to say-
unfortunately, Hollywood isn't really a place for humble folks.
Yeah.
Humble doesn't pay the mortgage in Hollywood.
I mean, that's where we get
It's a
Timothy
loud
Chalamet.
place.
You know what I'm saying? You've been seeing him like online being like, yo, I want to be one of the greats. I
And
wanna win
he
this.
understands the game he's playing.
He gets it.
That's critical.
Honestly, man, like just to talk about Timothy just a little bit, like I respect like Timothy Chalamet not just for his talent but his openness to be like that. Because like the way I look at Hollywood, I look at almost as like I alluded to this a little bit, almost like a sports kind of makeup.
So there's a lot of
You know what I'm saying?
metaphors.
A lot of
There's a lot of
metaphors that goes for that.
similarities with sports in Hollywood.
And the thing that was getting me was like, people were coming at him like, yo, you should never get up there and say that you want to be the best or one of the greats. Like you should just be
Who told
grateful
him
for the
that?
life. Who told you that? I think it's dope.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
Because at the end of the day, right, when an actor's career is over, which is longer than like the average person, because like it's not like an athlete where your body breaks down and you can't do it no more. But when an actor's career is like said and done, we will look at like the accolades. You look how we look at like Jack Nicholson. Look how we look at Peter O'Toole.
You look at the body of
Meryl
work.
Streep.
You look at the
Denzel
body of
Washington. We
work.
look at the body of work.
And some people peak at different times. That's the trick
You
of
know
it
what I'm
when
saying?
it comes to the arts.
Yeah.
In sports, you're peaking at 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have a specific window where you peak out.
Right. Right.
And that isn't necessarily the case when it comes to the arts.
Yeah. And every now and then we get like a LeBron who's like just sustained excellence for like a
For an
while.
extended period.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're
Yeah.
seeing that with Leo. We're seeing that with Brad. We're seeing that with like a Mahershala Ali. Like it's just like this steady excellence, and like they're racking up awards and everything. So I think like for someone like Timmy, who's just turned 30, I believe, younger than me.
Is he 30?
He just
Oh, wow. I thought he was younger than that.
I found out he just
Wow,
turned 30
okay.
because I remember he just put out that song, and I think one of the lyrics is Timmy Tim turned 30, and I'm just like, okay,
Oh,
bro.
okay,
Like,
okay.
So I'm glad that somebody at his age is just being like upfront and being like, I want to be considered like up there with the Leos, up there with with everybody, right? And so. And body of work so far is showing that, like multiple Best Actor nominations. Everybody's just like I think he has a chance. You know who I'm going for though. Like, my boy Mike. But I just, in terms of like Timothy, that I respect everything that he does on and off the set, like on and off the court. So that's kind of like where I'm at. But
I love for young Chalamet. Okay.
yeah, come on, little Chalamet.
Okay.
Chalamet, you know what I'm saying? But bro, I was saying like this is a long time coming for me and you to be here. Like I want to say, I think this is like a 20-year journey coming, man.
Yeah, it was 26.
Like yeah.
So that was yeah, man. You
So,
were a young fella.
I
So
was
it's close to 20 years.
I was like probably like 12, 13
How
years
crazy
old. So
is
yeah,
that?
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's
Yeah.
so insane. So for those guys who don't know, who don't watch the YouTube and the interviews, Omar, man, like obviously this is like around the time where like 8 Mile had just came out, and like I'm still like rapping like the last like battle scene to me and my friends, and I was playing on this travel basketball team in Carson, Stevenson Park, and we used to practice outside, and I remember all of me and my teammates and my friends, we were like in the middle of practice, and then you rolled up on the court.
Yeah.
Right? You was on the court next to us, and everything stopped. Everything stopped. We were like, yo!
Nah, I got to be the neighborhood hero for a while. It's been a blessing.
Bro, you was the hero.
I got pressed at Stevenson Park when I first when I first got back from 8 Mile. I got pressed at Stevenson Park for saying fuck Tupac in the movie. like it was my line. That's one of the first times that I really started to, the magnitude of the power of film started to land on me.
Yeah.
I got pressed by some of the gangsters at the park. And I mean, I had been, they knew me. I had been there.
They knew you for a minute.
And it took me a minute to realize that they was pressing me. I was like, whoa, what is happening? Y'all, I'm all the way live. What y'all talking about?
Come on, bro, you know me.
And you know me.
I used to see you at the
You
candy
guys
house.
are hoop with me. Like, what are we doing?
They said, how dare could you say that?
Brothers was pressed.
You
they wasn't
took it out
feeling
your
it.
Contract. That's
They
what you
were
should've
not
said.
feeling it. Hey, you was just playing about that though, right, cuz? About that fuck Tupac. I was like, of course. I have a Tupac tattoo. What are you, crazy?
I was literally playing a character.
I was literally playing. They paid me to say that.
That is so wild, bro.
I didn't present it like it was my opinion.
But you know what that meant? That means you were believable when you said that shit.
These are the kind of things that started to
what I'm
make
saying?
me understand that and the overall of the craft as I started to be more and more recognizable.
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, real world stuff like that. Real world stuff like going to the park and taking a gang of pictures or just speaking to young people, to getting pressed by the gangsters, to getting off the plane to going to the tennis tournaments in Paris and people losing their minds. This arts, I've seen the world on the studio's dime.
right.
And it has been a total blessing. And I've gotten to get exposed to all sorts of walks of life, and I've gotten to expose the way that my life is to all sorts of people all around the world.
Yeah.
And then every blue moon, you creep up on something like Sinners.
Yeah.
That is
One of a kind,
generational.
Generational.
And I've been blessed because I've been a part of multiple generational things, which is wild.
Yeah, bro. You worked with Spike. You worked with Ryan.
Yeah.
You was CSI Miami. We talked about it
Yes.
outside. Generational.
Yes.
Bro, we're here to talk about some Sinners, man.
Speak on it.
Come
What
on,
do we
man.
need to know?
Listen, man.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about it. I don't know what else we can share, but I'm willing to share.
Listen, because again, I obviously we had our interview for this. You've done a bunch of interviews.
But there was a tight window. They had
It
you
was
on
a
a tight window at that point.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
That's
And
why
I'm
I'm
glad
here.
you're here. But man, I just gotta know. I'm pretty sure you like spoke about this before, but like I'm very curious about getting a call. Like I don't know if you auditioned. I don't know if Ryan hit you up, but I want to know about like your first impression of Ryan, like upon that first meeting.
I got a call that Ryan wanted to meet, and I was like, "Oh, cool." I had seen in the trades all of the information about the bidding war and all this stuff for him and Mike's new project.
Yeah.
Now I've known Mike for probably 20 years now.
Okay.
20, maybe a little bit over 20 years.
Okay.
We never worked together, and obviously as his career flourished and as I've been working, we didn't see each other as often as we used to see each other. So I get this call, and then towards the end of it, they're like, "Oh, do you mind reading?" I was like, "All right." So they send me this thing to audition, and it's all super hyper secretive. You got to put in a password, and blah, 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 blah. I thought it was weird, but I like auditioning, so I wasn't tripping.
Right.
I like auditioning solely because it's another version of flexing your acting muscle and
right.
sharpening. I don't like auditioning when it's something that I feel like I obviously should be offered because you've seen me either do some version of this before and or just because of
what I can
where I am because you know how I shine.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then
see the resume.
that is, you know what time it is. And if not, then if that's the case, then I got to figure out some way to tax you if you make me do that because it's disrespectful.
Right.
But I had an interaction with Coog 20 years before. And that interaction left me thinking, you know what, I'm a fool with this young man. If he's asking me, if it's him and he wants me to read, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And fun story is that I got an award for Miracle at St. Anna with Spike Lee from the fantastic Pan-African Film Festival. And I got an award, the Canada Lee Award for Rising Star and Breakthrough Star. And I'm at the ceremony. It's at the Directors Guild. I'm at the ceremony with my family, and they give me this great award, and I give a speech. And I come off stage, and one of the interns or one of the people working was like, "Oh, here, come this way. Hey, man, one of these days we're gonna work together. I love your work. I love your stuff." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." He's like, "Yeah, I'm at SC
and
right now."
This is before Fruitvale Station too. Like this is like him going to school.
2008.
Yeah. Yep. See.
And that young man turned into Ryan Coogler.
He said, "I'm gonna work with you one day." And look at you now.
And I'm not a dream killer. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then he obviously turned into a once in a generation director.
Yes, sir.
And somehow or another, he thought about me. He thought Cornbread was for me. He wrote it with me in mind.
Really?
Yeah. And then the wildest part is that what he could not know was that my grandfather was a sharecropper in Mississippi, and that my father picked cotton in Mississippi in the 40s.
See all that,
and so this picture ended up being so supernatural on a lot of levels for a lot of people involved, not just myself. He had no way of knowing that. The public had no way of knowing that until I shared this. The people who knew me and my family know that, obviously. And so I had a handle on it when I read it. Especially when I read it, I was like, "Oh, yeah, we can definitely audition this. I'm confident nobody's gonna have the angle on this that I have on this."
Right. Which you base Cornbread off of your father and various
off of all of my elders from Mississippi, all of them. There's a little bit of every aunt and uncle that I grew up with, and all of the old timers, and my grandfather, and and that's one of the reasons why the character wears a hat. Is because we were just about to start filming, and I called my father, and the first scene that my character shot was that scene in the cotton fields. And we had to drive way out to get there, and I got a speeding ticket. I remember I was so mad. I left at like 4:30 in the morning, and I got a speeding ticket almost when I got there. Yep. It was like Mississippi burning. I got pulled over, and then the state trooper got out. All of a sudden, I heard, "Exit your car."
Wow, he had the megaphone on it too.
And I was like, "Exit your car."
Not the X.
And so I get out. It's brother too, and he jammed me up.
I could tell it was a brother from the way he did that accent. Exit
And
your car.
And he gave me a ticket. Anyway, so I get to set, put on the clothes, doing the whole thing, working with the brilliant Ruth Carter. That's what you should try to have on as well.
No, yeah,
Ruth's
100%. She and I have been liking each other's stuff on the back and forth. Like,
there you go.
Talk.
There you go.
And she's just such a queen. Like, I don't get starstruck
She
very
is.
often, but I just be like,
but she is, and she's an LA All-Star. Don't sleep. Yeah, you have a lot in common with her. She's a local.
We gonna hit up.
And so shout out Ruth. She's great to work with, and I asked her if she had it at the last minute because I called my father super early in the morning. My father's out here still, and so it was super early. And I asked him. I had been talking to him throughout the whole rehearsal process, just about going to juke joints, and about the Mississippi in the 40s and 50s and blah blah blah, as a kid. And he was like, I said, "Hey, Pop, real quick, what do you think about a hat?" Totally random. Now, my father's a dry cleaner. That's what my father did. My father had dry cleaners here in South Central. And so he's a clothes guy. And he said, "You supposed to be picking cotton?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Shit, you better have a hat or you're going to pass out."
You going to need that.
And that's why Cornbread wears a hat. And I kept going back and forth with Autumn about the hat because she was like, "It's hiding your eyes. Trust me, you want to say." I was like, "I got to keep that." So yeah.
I listen, and you can like debunk me if you want because you know me. I like to like connect dots.
Yeah.
Sometimes dots that aren't there.
What can you do?
Right?
You gotta explore to find out.
Exactly. I got to find out. And like I think it's like very like cornbread and that hat. It's kind of like it's kind of his signature. You know what I'm saying? Like working in the sun all day.
I tried to figure out how to get it even when he got shot.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I was trying to figure out if I could keep it when he got shot.
And that's what I was
but
thinking.
But it was a bullet to the face. Anyways,
yeah,
go ahead.
so I was thinking like once he got shot, once he makes that full turn into like vampire mode, that hat goes away. Right? The hat goes away, right? He doesn't put the hat back on?
It doesn't. No. Because when I'm out there in the Irish dance circle, I believe I have on the hat.
I think you do have that.
Yeah, I have on the hat.
Okay, cool. Because I was thinking, like, did this hat go away?
Nah,
for the whole,
nah.
Okay, for
and
sure.
I also when we walk up singing "Pick Poor Robin Clean," when the whole clan of vampires, you can see me in the back with the hat.
Yeah, okay.
And then when Remick gets hit and we're all on the head, I believe the hat is still in effect.
See, I was misremembering that. I thought there was no hat once you went full vampire, and I was about to say, God damn it!
There was a point when it wasn't, but then. It's there. It's tricky. It's tricky. He's committed to his hat.
Yeah, even in death.
He's trying to cling.
We've got confirmation. The hat is on.
Hat is on?
He's trying to cling to life.
I like that.
This is the tough part.
That's a whole new
He's trying to
thing.
get back to Therese.
That is a whole
and it didn't work out.
Honestly, I was about to make a whole video about this. Let
me tell you something.
I'm about to make a whole video
about. My DM is live with people saying, "Man, never got to get that topic.
I'm about to say,
never got to get that special treatment."
I was like, she probably was at home waiting for him to come back.
Cats are disappointed that Cornbread never got his due.
I'm disappointed for her. Because like she probably never heard what happened.
It was on her. He didn't even want to go.
And that was the thing too.
Cornbread's a good man. He just wanted to do his work.
And I feel
and
like
she got blinded by she got blinded.
Listen, as Stack says, she was a good woman. She's like, I'm trying to get my man this money.
Does Stack look like he's the person you should consult about who to date?
True. But still, you was married to her.
That's what I'm saying.
So you get it. But it was like the fact that she sent you off to do this job. And then, like, she probably at home thinking, oh, my husband's about to come home with this money. Might as well give him the little freak nasty. And he never come home.
Never made it back.
And I'm like, damn. That, and you think about that all the time. I thought about that all the time because also with Grace's family as well.
Yeah.
Her kids are never going to see her.
But I think that's actually I believe that's a key component of the film that lingers with you after the fact.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the reasons that the film is so well received and why we did so much repeat business. Thank you everybody for going back to see it again.
Yes, sir.
Because it's provocative in the sense that it makes you think, oh yeah, what about the Reese? Oh, what about the natives? What about Grace's kids? What about blah 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 and blah blah blah? And this, to me, these are the kind of unsaids and unspokens that represent the world we live in today.
Yes. I mean, the whole movie is so lived in and so like filled out that people had questions of what happened before the events of the film and what happens after the events of the film. And people are clamoring for those stories to be told. And how often do you get that? You don't get that very often.
No, you don't get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I tell you, this movie is so popular. How popular is it? This movie's so popular that there's even a whole sub division on socials for I see people trying to clout chase to say they didn't like the movie so that people can get jumped on them, so people can jump on them.
Get that attention.
And so then they can get some attention and some likes. Yeah. It's very interesting.
It's so funny because, like, I'm not on that side of the internet because you talk shit about sinners to me. I'm immediately like.
But this is the thing. There's a lot of people.
But
here's
there's
the
a lot.
thing.
There's a lot.
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like you who champion the film and are not here for any slander.
Nah.
They don't want to hear one word of slander.
Now,
we have a lot of people who are willing, you know what I mean? Who stand up for us.
Yeah, like I'll take criticism for sure. Like
no doubt.
I'm like, if you got critiques about the film, let's have a discussion about it. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
maybe I missed something.
Right? Like, and even I got my critiques. I told Ryan this too because he gave me the leeway to be like, yo, if I make some shit, let me know. And I asked him straight up. I was like, bro, where did the extra people for the vampires to kill come from? Because I could have sworn they weren't there. And then I watched it back. They like in the outskirts and everything. I told Seb too. Yeah. I was like, y'all should at least have had a scene where they was in the front.
Man, the movie was so hard to get completed that I don't think they had time to just shoot extra stuff for non-main characters.
I think one of the extra artist actually commented and said like, "Oh yeah, that's me." Like getting eaten. I was like, "Where was you at, bro?"
There.
So like, I'm cool with like having critiques and criticism. That's cool or whatnot. But when somebody comes up and they straight up says like, "Oh nah, that was the most mid movie of the year. That was the most trash movie of the year," I'm just kind of like, "Hey, for sure, show me your notes. Like, explain yourself.
Give me the why.
Give me the why." And then when they can't give me the why, I'm like, that's why.
Hey, well, and this is one of the things I love most about this film, in all honesty, is that this movie transcended race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of very uniquely black elements to the film.
Yes.
But it transcended race in the specificity of the dynamic nature of all the characters, in my opinion.
You see,
and there's plenty of people of all varieties that found something that they loved about it, and they felt that feeling, that special feeling that Ryan was able to create and synthesize. I think that if you're black, it hits a different way.
Yeah.
Especially depending on your lived experience. If you are Southern, forget it. I think it's a different. If you got Southern roots, I think it hits in a different way. But,
I mean, like any piece of art, I feel like whenever we consume something, it gives us a chance to like have a discourse, to share. Whenever I give my thoughts on a movie, it's always coming from my personal experience, right?
That's the point,
and that's the point. So like,
it's supposed to be a shared experience.
And when we watch this film together, like I have a homegirl, her name is Rachel. Shout out to you, Rachel Everin. She is in Australia. She's an Australian creator, and she literally calls me, hits me up, and says, "Hey, like I like Sinners a lot, but I didn't understand a lot
X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, and Z. Like, what is that about?" She's in Australia. She doesn't know.
How would she know?
How would you, right? And so we sat down, and I literally gave her like the breakdown,
B by B,
why this was important, what does this mean, and da-da-da-da. And for her, she was like, "Oh my God!" Like,
see, that's the piece. This is why I say I love the fact of how the majority of people who watched it transcended race and age, which is also a big thing.
Yeah. It
transcended age, which is, I really love that, because my people love the film that are my elders outside, and there's been stuff that I've been in that they don't feel, and they loved it because they found themselves, and that was the detail that was put into a lot of it. One thing I'll say about the film is that more so than any other film that I've ever done, in this film, every single department is at the top of their game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I never thought of it that way before until I got to see every department at the top of their game in this. There's not a department that
nobody's slacking.
Nobody is slacking, A++.
Like I'm talking like Michael Shulver, bro. Like his editing is immaculate, right? Like obviously Lubick going crazy.
Forget
right?
it.
Like, I mean, you could just look at all this in the one. I would say like there's two scenes where you could just say like everybody's in their bag here. And obviously there's this surreal montage that happens.
Forget
right?
it.
Everybody's in their bag. Like there's no, that is a perfect sequence. We'll always be looking at it 50, 20, 100 years from now, right? But I also point to the Rocky Road to Dublin scene as well.
I mean, it is,
bro.
That, to me, that scene has got to be one of the most, maybe the most underrated piece of the film. That is a huge thing.
I said that to Autumn.
And I'll tell you, I'm sure Autumn and Sev and Ryan talked about how hard it was to shoot because we were fighting the sun coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe my character actually benefited from that because I ended up getting a lot of screen time in that scene based on the fact that my stuff was the stuff they covered before the sun was coming up.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting. But, I mean, Jack is in there skating. Boy,
Jack
crazy. Is dancing his ass
Jack
off.
Is
crazy.
We just talked to Jack.
Jack is out there skating. I told him when we did it, we would cut him. He's like, boy, you out here dancing your ass off out here with this.
What? To him. First time I met him, I said, bro, you got the pipes. You could dance.
What?
He said something along like, oh, I got to lash a tip, mate. I got to lash a tip.
Hey, yo. Shout out to Jack, man.
Jack,
is
bro.
A monster. And that 28 years later that's out now.
I just saw that, bro. I saw that twice.
There you go.
Crazy film. He's crazy in it. Like, listen, Jack, I know a lot of people know him from Skins. Like, he been in the game for a minute as well. But I feel like now he's having like a coming out party.
Oh, no.
Like, he's having this big coming out party.
Jack's somebody to watch, bro.
Yeah.
Jack's going to be a dog for years.
Yeah. So,
what he has isn't going anywhere. Because he has talent. He has talent that he understands how to interpret.
Spades. And I'm a big One Piece fan. I'll be talking about it like all day, every day, up and
okay.
down the street, all the time. And I was talking to Jack for 28 years, the Bone Temple.
Yes.
And I gave him a character that he should play. And as soon as I showed it to him, he said, in. I'm in. Didn't even look at it for 2 seconds.
He's a cool dude, but he's cool.
Like
he's
that,
cool.
bro.
He can't tell you nothing.
Oh my God, man, Jack is hard, but man,
Yeah.
the way he said that. But yeah, man, like that scene, I said the same thing to Autumn. I said this is a scene.
It's a beautiful scene.
It's a beautiful scene, not only like from a music standpoint, it looks beautiful. Like the fact that it's like shot at night and it looks that like dope. The blocking in that scene with him in the middle doing the jig and like
So
the
it was a
light,
trip.
the
We
eyes.
had a long rehearsal period for that,
Mm-hmm.
and the long rehearsal period we had was for us. Those are all professional dancers. There's a lot of real and professional dancers in that circle.
Yeah.
And we had all of us had rehearsal, and towards the last minute they scrapped the rehearsal and simplified the thing.
Really? Okay.
And there was an
Really? There was a whole
elaborate
thing? Really?
There was an even more elaborate dance sequence.
Oh wow.
Of the dance that we had to learn.
I want to.
That was
that
like
now.
more river dancing for all of us.
Okay.
Like we were all more dancing like
Wait,
him.
You were gonna river
because
dance?
we had all
because you got it.
we
In
all
the mind.
have the memory.
Oh.
So there was a
that
more
would've been
elaborate.
You and Mike.
You crazy? We
You
was
and
all
Mike and
supposed to.
Haley
Be,
doing the
come
river?
on. And so
That would've been
and so
hard.
it got scrapped. There just wasn't enough time.
I get it.
There just wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
And so
That would have been.
that
so
got
tight.
scrapped. And I like how it turned out because there's a simplicity that then puts
Of course.
Remick at the center of everything that I think actually plays better.
Listen.
Kind of like there's so much to see and so much to talk about it. Right before Cornbread, when Cornbread, everybody and their mama keeps asking me, why you go so far out to piss, man? You couldn't piss right there? What's up? Like, yo, if you go back and you look,
Yeah.
while Cornbread is taking a leak, the juke is right
It's
there.
right there.
It's not no far distance.
Right.
He went to a
He
tree.
didn't go like to like a deep lake or something like that. Said this looks like a great spot.
And once you're out there, school is out anyways. It don't matter whether you're right outside,
outside.
or you're outside.
Outside is over. You think Bo got out into the woods before he got? He didn't even get to the car.
No, he didn't get to the car. The parking
The
lot
car
is right there.
there.
And this is my point. There's this whole thing. There was this super hilarious scene that they put into the deleted scenes, but there's this super hilarious scene with Lola and who plays Jane, that's one of the singers. And so you go out there, I unzip, cornbread.
Yeah.
Look left, look right, get the stream going again. Cornbread. And I look back to the juke, and then I look back, and it's her.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that
And
deleted scene
she's
was just-
looking
yeah.
at my meat.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, don't stop on the account
Don't
of
stop
me.
on my account.
Yo, it was the funniest thing in the world. And it
Yeah.
was a trip because Ryan cut it, and I think he actually did the right thing because if that's the point, if that happens, if he keeps that, then when Cornbread comes back to the door, you already know he's turned.
Yeah.
One of the things that I appreciated that I took as a great compliment was how many people were like, man, I would have let you in, man. I believed you. I thought you were still good. You know what I mean? And and that mystery, which held the suspense, which is a key scene in the film, when you finally start to figure out what's going on, is maintained because it wasn't revealed for the joke.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
would have been a funny joke.
But it
but
would have
it
like
would've,
sacrificed the
it would have
tension
sacrificed
and the
something
mystery.
much bigger, in my opinion.
And that scene, if I remember correctly, that's the first scene that everybody saw when it came to that movie. I believe that's the
so
first scene they
I got a
did.
call from Ryan, and he was like, hey, bro, we're about to release the Let 'Em In scene. And I mean, my jaw dropped. And I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because at that point, nobody knew anything about the film.
Yeah, people didn't know it was like it had vampires in it.
And they certainly didn't know who got turned and who didn't.
Yeah.
So this revealed some of that. Now, if you go back and you watch what they released, it's still only about maybe 50 to 60% of the scene. It's actually a much truncated version of the scene. But it did excite people to then have that visceral reaction because it made people jump. It was a jump scare. And in that, I had to trust him. And he could tell that I was like crestfallen when he told me that.
Right.
Because that performance, Ryan was also very clear about what we were doing being intentional for the screen.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. I was in the movies before I was on TV. You know what I mean? And the movies are a very unique, specific thing that for the master filmmakers, it's meant to be seen on the big screen. It plays on the small screen. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it on the plane. It will not be the same experience as if you watched it at 70 millimeter IMAX. It will not be the same thing.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the stuff that I did in that scene was made to take advantage of the entirety of the space. So the full wingspan and the full be kind of one of the whole song. And that was all meant to stimulate the audience to go create this weird, eerie, creepy thing that's happening. And it worked to great effect in the cinema.
Yeah, and I feel like after even having seen it, like in the smaller screen, like, the trailers and everything, seeing it on the big screen, and I tell people this all the time.
It still played.
It still plays. And
everybody still jump scared.
I mean, even with the sound of that.
This is what I'm saying. And this is where, I got to give kudos to Ryan, because he had a vision on what. It was an honor in the sense that was a scene that they chose to market the movie on. Yeah. Leading up to the release. Yeah. I think they dropped that like right around April Fool's Day. And the film dropped 2.5 weeks later. Right. That was the cornerstone scene, which had all of us. Right. Which has that awesome sparring between me and Woon Me and all that stuff. So it has visually all of us, but Cornbread is the focus of the scene. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, there's so many experiences with this thing.
But to be honest, man, like I feel like even like knowing what the result of that scene is, like knowing that you are like turned and everything, I feel like that's what makes that and we talked about this for the first time we spoke on that on that junket. That's what makes that first hour so impactful, because it's not just about the vampires, it's about the community, right?
Most importantly.
And that's the most important thing. And so like you spend all this time with Cornbread, with Smokestack and everybody. And so you knowing this, having probably sat down in the theater because that was the cornerstone scene. Yes. You have so much more like sympathy for Cornbread.
100%.
And that because now 100%. You've grown to love him, and you're just like, oh. 100%. And that's a different type of dramatic tension.
That's interesting.
You know
what
I'm
saying?
And
then also, what else happens in that scenario? That's funny. That's a good point. What else has happened at that point is you've had this time and these experiences throughout the Delta with this group of community characters that you care about, where you forget that you watch this on the phone and what's about to happen.
Yep. You like them so much, you forget the end result of it.
And you've also been stimulated in these other ways that are making you like, huh? What? Huh? Yeah. You know what I mean? That this is it's very impressive filmmaking.
It's one of those things where, like, you know how the movie kind of like starts at the end, so you know where everything's going to end up.
And then you forget when it catches
up. You forget throughout the course because 100%. You're so invested in what's happening. So I feel like, again, the trust in Ryan Coogler, like at that point, it's like that's you gotta
have it. At this
he knew what he was doing at that point.
And the young man is. I think it's safe to say he knows what he's doing when it comes to a film. I think we can
say that now.
I think we can say that
now. He's good at what
safely.
He does. Yeah, I think he's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right. The kid might have a future. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So the response to this movie has been utterly insane. Like, obviously, you know how I feel about the movie. You saw social media's reaction, but like the responses of people like Snoop Dogg, like, Spike Lee, what I'm saying, Tom Cruise freaking loves this movie.
That was great.
That man was on the press tour for Mission Impossible, his Mission Impossible movie, his final one, still being like, yo, we need to see Sinners in the IMAX in the theaters. Like, we got to. Like, that's how big this movie got, right? Like, I want to know, like, what was your favorite reaction to Sinners that you saw?
Was my aunt. Who was from Mississippi, who was like, "Oh, I saw the film. Well, them boys that played the twins was great."
The boys? She didn't know that was one dude. He got Lindsay Lohan.
There's a contingent of people who were convinced that Mike was two people.
Michael A. Jordan or Michael
Michael B. Jordan. And it just speaks to, the level that he was able to achieve. Yeah. But that was my favorite. But honestly, I was shocked when Tom Cruise came out. Yeah. Spike hit me himself. Yeah. Which was cool. Yeah. And, in all honesty, it's great when your peers show the love and recognize you. And being on this award circuit, the sorts of people that have come up to that you can tell too, because it is out of an abundance in their heart that they have to tell you this. Of course. They're not just running around looking to give people compliments. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the number of people who have come up, from Josh Safdie to Wagner Moura to somebody was asking me the other day, one of my nephews was like, "Yo, man, what were you doing on stage at the Globes? You kept looking to the side and this, that, and the other." The first person I caught eyes with when I got on the stage was The Rock. And Dwayne was making faces at me like a goofball. So I was making faces back at him.
Wait,
so I'm like looking to the side, and you may or may not see me because where the camera's focused on Sev and this, that, and the other, but we're having our own side like Ballers reunion.
That's what's
and it's just I tell you, a film that is so universally accepted as great comes around so rarely. I've been doing this now for 24 years, 23 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And it has maybe happened to me twice, three times.
Yeah.
And this is very interesting in how, and it's a trip too, because what I've found is that it usually involves music, multi-genre. People flipped for 8 Mile when 8 Mile came out. I mean, like flipped. To this day, to this day, shout out Bomb Squad. To this day, I have at least once a week when I'm outside, somebody comes up and is like, "Oh, 10 freaky girls."
Anything goes when it comes to hoes. I'm the kingpin when it comes to flows.
And the thing is without a doubt, at least once a week, somebody wants me to rap it with them, and which a couple times I fronted on until I just ran into Busta Rhymes, and I wanted to drop into Everything Remains Raw, and I was like, "Oh, dummy, I get it." So, but yeah, so
just so you know, that moment that we just had there, been waiting for that my entire life. Been waiting for that one. I got it.
Bitches.
We about to get all the bitches.
And you know what? And it's a trip because even that one was an improv line, I believe.
Oh, man.
It Be Your Own Peoples was an improv line. I've been blessed because the directors have trusted me with their words and to add to them, which I really appreciate.
Those are great words,
It's really,
man.
really cool.
I'll be quoting them. I still quote them to this day, man. Listen, 8 Mile, growing up in the house, I never thought that I would get a hood classic with a white boy at the center. But Eminem is the man to do it. Listen,
He was nice.
He was nice like that.
He was nice like that.
And still, to this day, I say random shit like, I feel bad that I got to murder that dude for Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, man.
It's a classic.
My boy Ox. Rest in peace. Ox just passed away.
Man, he had probably the best kind of like vocal cadence of that whole like.
You could argue that he actually beat Rabbit.
I mean,
you could. There's an argument to be made if you run the tape back.
Yeah,
he was nice,
bro. That moment where he says, "I would love for the shit to last, so I'll take pictures of my rear end, so you won't forget my ass." I said. Meanwhile, Anthony Mackie, Papa Doc didn't even get a shot off. Didn't even get the shot off. And funny that we talk about like music and film and how like this always kind of comes back around. I remember watching Notorious, the Biggie biopic, and Anthony Mackie was in that as Tupac.
Yeah.
And all I could keep saying was, Papa Doc was Tupac? Like,
I believe he got the role because he was Tupac on stage.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, because he's another Juilliard kid.
He did it twice.
And he
stage
did
in the movie.
He did a stage one-man show as Tupac.
What?
That then in turn is what I believe is what got him the role of Papa Doc.
This is why you go to the stage, because you never know what's going to happen. Jamie was talking about that. How like her first job was on the stage, even though she had 2 offers for like these big studio projects.
Wow.
Turned those down, did the stage production of For Color Girls, and that's where Matt Reeves saw her and basically gave her the job for the Batman.
It's a very East Coast thing, though.
You say
I don't know about that.
You're right.
Because West, I'm here to tell you, I was on the stage, and the moment the movies and TV came calling, I was chunk of deuces. I'm trying to get on the big screen.
Well, it's bigger over there. Like the stage,
it's
like,
bigger.
It's a whole culture over there.
It's kind of like dealing with this awards thing. There's a prestige component to it that has a different element than. There's a prestige component that if you play it the right way, parlays into a financial component.
Yep.
My scenario that I was in, I needed to hurry up and get to the financial component when I was just getting out of school.
Yeah.
I didn't have my circumstance wasn't one where I could continue on the theater.
I get that.
Now actually there's a lot of people on TV and in the movies doing theater
yeah.
more so than there was before. And they're making big money. But before, I know for me out here, whether it was regional theater, repertory theater, this and the other, they weren't, the dough wasn't the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the work is there. You get better.
Of course.
Two ways about that. But
if you ain't got the money to survive and you're doing the work, it's like bro. But that we know where that we've been in there.
This
right?
is what I'm trying to tell you.
We've been
and
in
so
that.
for me,
yeah,
it's still working out. And I definitely, I had to get to the bag myself. And thank God, because I got to the bag, and when I got to it, the first thing that most people saw me on was 8 Mile. And that was a serious coming out party that hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
So thank God for that.
It ain't never gonna stop, bro. Like, come on. I remember you mentioned that you did now 2 to 3 generational movies. Obviously, Sinners is one, 8 Mile is the other one. What do you consider to be like?
I wouldn't say the film wise.
I got one. It's a small role, but I got one.
I would say. I mean, I would guess you're talking about Transformers if I was you, which is a trip because people come up to me a lot about that. I was just a cousin.
That scene.
Yeah.
Bro, that's all you in that scene.
Yeah,
you stole the show in that scene.
Which is a trip because they actually forced me to do that because I was supposed to be doing the role that Anthony played.
Oh, really?
And I ended up going to do a television show that then had a scheduling conflict that then I ended up afterwards doing another film with that studio. That's the film Things We Lost in the Fire with Halle Berry and Benicio that they wouldn't let me do unless I did something in Transformers. And then it worked out, and then actually Michael Bay came up with something really, really funny because that was all non-scripted too.
That
which
was great.
Cool.
Honestly, they should have brought you and Anthony back.
And it was the first time that I worked with Anthony too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Compton All-Star.
Hey man, what level you on? 6.
Yeah. We had a good time. And then right after that, we worked together again on Law and Order. We had a good time in it. Yeah. And I would say the thing, in all honesty, I would say Ballers. It's not a movie, but it's a TV show.
Oh, yes.
And the kind of impact, it's weird in real life when you're a part of these things because there's a real life for somebody my size. I can't hide if I want to.
Right.
So when I'm outside, people are going to see me. People saw me before I was in the movies when I was outside. I'm 6'6", 300 pounds. People are going to see me.
Yeah.
So when I'm out there and one of these type of pieces is out, it's a whole different world. Like it's like it can be exhausting because of the excitement from the people.
Right.
I can't express to you guys how popular Ballers was. I can't even properly articulate what it was like to go outside during
prime HBO premium TV.
Tell me about it. To go outside to go to the Dodger game, to the Dodgers World Series during Ballers when it was on TV. I mean, forget it.
Bro, you was like Undisputed.
I was out there. Talking about Kevin Durant. I think he was still salty about that.
Listen, I was out. Listen, he ain't never gonna see this with me. Like
he might.
He might.
You'd be surprised.
He might, and I know he got the burner accounts and everything.
The internet is an interesting thing. It gets material out.
My stuff do be being seen by people, and I be forgetting. Like Mike saw me talking about Fantastic Four. He called me talking about Fantastic Four and commented on the video. I was like, Mike, you weren't supposed to see that. I'm sorry, bro. But I think you know what it is. But like, yeah, man. I think
we always know what it is.
We always know what it is.
We can front like we don't know what it is, but we know what it is.
I will say though, when it came to that movie, before it came out, I was its number one defender. I will say that. I was.
But what was he supposed to do? If it wasn't.
It wasn't. Listen, and a big reason why I was defending it a lot was because of Mike. I was like, yo, you got Mike.
And I was defending because of Tim.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how we gonna front on Tim's story?
You can't.
What's wrong with you guys?
Well. I'm the Fantastic Four from 2015. That was directed by Josh Trank, and I do like Tim's story. I do like. Tim's story.
Okay.
I just got done watching Think Like a Man. But I do fuck with Tim's story.
I don't know. I thought for some reason I thought Tim either produced or
he
made
probably,
that film.
He probably produced
That's
it.
my
like,
bad.
That's my bad. No, but like I was like Josh Trank. Like he just did Chronicle. Chronicle was dope.
Chronicle was
Mike,
dope,
and Mike is dope in it.
To me, honestly, to that point, I felt like that was the best Mike had been to that point That was before Fruitvale, correct?
That was before Fruitvale.
Yeah, Mike
that
was
like,
great in
That
Chronicle.
was like him stepping out of TV and
Sure
just
was.
being like,
I'm in the movies and here, I'm here.
He was there. Like, he was
What
the
a
guy.
great movie, too.
Amazing movie, bro. Like,
I
we're
really
talking
love Chronicle.
Dane DeHaan, like MBJ, like, bro, directed by Josh Trank. It was incredible. So I'm coming off like Josh Trank just did Chronicle. He worked with Michael Jordan. That chemistry's there. You got Miles Teller in that joint. You got Kate Mara, who just did House of Cards.
Yeah.
Jamie Bell is solid in every single thing that he did. Bro, I was like, you got the same writer from Days of Future Past? I'm like, this movie about to be fire. There's nothing you could tell me, bro.
Thing is it's not an exact science.
No, and
this is why we go watch
Yeah.
the movies. This
Yeah.
is why. Just as, you can watch the Laker game, and the game could be a nail biter or it could be a stone cold blowout.
and you thought it was a blowout from the jump.
And it's not an exact science.
Yeah.
And this is
Anything
how it
can
works.
happen.
This is why we watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know. And every blue moon, all of the things come together to create something very special.
Yes, and I'm glad that came together. I'm glad Transformers came together. I'm glad Sinners came together to create something truly generational, because, man, when I tell you, like, I tell this story every single time, and I think I'm doing this with everyone that's, like, worked on it, but my first time seeing the movie, I watched it with Ryan himself, his first time seeing the 70mm cut.
Oh, nice.
I saw that, and, anytime I watch a movie, and, like, I either really like it or I really hate it, I usually see movies first, and I always, like, have
Yeah.
this thought of, like, what are other people going to think? Like, I'm excited to have this conversation, right?
Uh-huh.
And so with something like
That's the
Sinners,
beauty of the movie.
You know what I'm saying?
Of movies.
I'm excited
Is that
to
it's a
just-
shared experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
having watched that in this beautiful format, I also have, like, obviously, like, the great Coog, like right behind me watching with me. And Boots Riley is, like, 3 seats down and shit. So I'm just like, I got this unique viewing experience of
Boots
the movie.
threw me a bone. Shout out to Boots.
Boots is dope,
Boots
man.
is a solid dude. He threw me a bone, and we did this. Yeah, we did.
just started on Virgo.
I
That's
had one
great.
scene, and I am a Virgo,
I didn't get to the
and I'm a
scene
Virgo.
yet.
Oh, you never saw it?
No, I'm watching it currently.
Oh, it's so far out, but it's a fantastic
It's
series.
great, bro. It's like a urban fairy tale.
Crazy. My man Goggins is the one who connected me with Boots.
Oh, really?
And I've worked with Goggins maybe 4 times. We did a show that maybe was my favorite show that I was ever on called The Unicorn on CBS. It was a great family comedy, and Walton is great in it. I met Walton in Italy when we did Miracle St. Anna. He plays the racist general or captain of our troop.
Shout out to Walt, man.
And Walton put me on with Boots, and Boots threw me a bone, and I actually shot. You'll see when it comes. It's important. It's not big, but it's an important role.
Okay.
It's an important scene.
Okay, bet. Okay, I'm probably gonna like binge watch it. Like,
But sorry to cut you off.
But
You're watching it
but
with
yeah,
Coogler,
But yeah, so
Boots.
I'm watching with him, and so I got all these things that like one could say can influence my viewing experience. Right?
Yeah.
So like I'm watching it, I get done with it, and immediately my mind is like, I think I just witnessed like a classic. Like I'm talking like a
Immediately.
bona fide, immediate,
Yeah.
instant, generational classic, right?
It's crazy.
And so, I walk out of there, and this is like a month before the movie hits theaters, right? A month before the premiere. So
You
I'm
saw
thinking,
it before me.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw it in I saw it in December.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Fun story. Fun fact. I did this. I did a film, a fantastic Italian film directed by Gabriele Salvatore, who won the Best Foreign Film Oscar in the 90s for a film called Mediterraneo. And I did this great film called Napoli to New York, which hasn't come out worldwide, but it did gangbusters numbers in Italy.
Okay.
And I went to Saudi Arabia for the Red Sea International Film Festival to introduce the film. The director couldn't make it. They called me. They asked me if I could go. I was like, hey, I've never been to Saudi Arabia. So I jumped on a plane. I went over there and did the thing, right? So I introduced the film. They're in a very interesting space because cinema itself was forbidden until 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and so they're trying to educate the audience. The film is playing. All of a sudden, you hear the phone ring. Ring! Hello, yes, Habibi. No, I'm at the film festival. Yeah. No, I call you back. Yeah. And it's a trip because the audience isn't educated yet on the etiquette
Like
of
on the
how you're
etiquette
supposed
of watching movies.
It was wild.
It's like Footloose, but with
It
movies.
was wild, right? And so I go and I'm doing press for that film, and I did this interview with Deadline, and the woman was like, "You are a part of Ryan Coogler's upcoming Sinners," and I said, "Oh yeah, that one's going to be a whopper." She was like, "What can you tell us about it?" And at this time, there's like a moratorium on talking about the movie.
Right.
Don't speak on it. Don't do nothing. Like it was nobody had talked about the film.
Yeah.
We just finished filming in August. This was December. I said, well, that film's going to be a whopper. You can pull up the clip. I was like, the film's going to be a whopper. I've worked with a lot of high-end directors.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler is as good as anybody working behind the lens today. And that film is a big Hollywood movie that has elements of music and this and that. And it is either going to be the greatest movie or it's going to be what were they going for? And I said, I'm betting on it being the former because that young man is super high-end. I get back to the States. I get off the plane. I got a phone call from my publicist who's like, yo, the studio said be careful about speaking on the movie. You got to be cleared to do this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, geez, all right.
All right.
I didn't give out any plot points or anything like that, but at that point, nobody knew anything about the music or anything else.
Okay.
Apparently, it seemed like a big deal. Next phone call I got, I see Coogler on my phone. I'm like, wow, I really messed up.
Direct.
I've really messed up. I answered the phone. I was like, what's up, man? He's like, Big O. I said, what's up?
Oh, what's it like to get punished by Ryan Coogler?
Listen to this. I said, what's up? He was like, hey, I saw the interview, bro. I was like, all right. I was like, hey, man, that's what the fuck we need you to be doing.
Okay.
He was like, that's what I'm talking about. His response was completely different. And it was interesting because from then that point, they included me in the press for the film in a different kind of way. And then I had that Variety interview on the red carpet at the premiere where everybody said I looked old, which was the first time that happened to me in my life. So I got roasted, but it did I don't know, 14, 15 million views behind. And I mean, people, this is fun. Y'all some funny people out there. Y'all out there, it's just some funny. Listen, as somebody who got jokes, y'all got jokes. Somebody said something wild. Somebody was like, bro looks like Obama and Forrest Whitaker. He looks like Obama Whitaker. And it's a trip because if you go, it's still up. You can go look at the comments. They roasted your boy. They roasted me. And I was like, wow. And it was funny because the entirety of my career and my life has been part and parcel with me being told I look too young. And so now I let my hair go gray because I don't care what I'm sitting around, dye my hair. I think people look so ridiculous. I digress, but it's not for me. And so I'll do it if it's for the job or something, but just walking around. This is how I look, 47 years old. AI roasted me. They put, Miles sent me something. You know, Miles is a young boy, so Miles is on it. Miles sent me something on TikTok. AI is out there lying. Why does 47-year-old, it was at the time I was 46, why does 46-year-old actor Omar Miller look like a 75-year-old man?
Nah, bro.
It's been revealed that he's fighting a rabid case of diabetes. And he dyed his hair for the film The Sinner. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, the world is wild out here.
Are you battling
I am not, in fact, battling anything but a bum knee. I am battling a loss of cartilage from giving out a lot of smoke in neighborhood hoop games and tournaments. I promise. And you could ask everybody that played with and against me. And so it's a wild thing but from that point, they started to use me more and more in the press. It was pretty funny. But yeah, that was great. This is, that is what it is.
First thing I thought of.
You can look at it. You guys can put it on the screen.
Pull it up. See if we can pull it up.
They said, bro looks like Obama Whitaker. I was like, I was crying. I read it. I was crying.
Sometimes you gotta laugh.
What are you gonna do?
Because
Well, what else was funny was I knew I was gonna have the last laugh because I'm pumping the film in the interview, describing the film before the film came out.
Yeah.
And there's a gang of people in there that are like, oh, here we go. Sure it is.
Oh,
man, that sounds terrible. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like people
usual
like
suspects.
Yeah, people were just straight hating. And then they started to go back to it after the film started to bust ass. And was like, damn, bro was spot on.
Oh,
bro. Wow.
Right.
I need him to explain every movie.
He was actually, okay, shit.
Yeah.
He actually got it. Bro, First off, you don't look old.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you
this was
look-
on not
yeah.
that one. This one was on Variety.
Yeah.
This one was on Variety. I'm in a gray suit and I
Look
was
up- look up
sick,
the- look up the
and so my
Variety
eyes
interview.
are kind of puffy.
I gotta see
and
it.
they just started to roast the kid.
Shit,
It was
man.
on Variety on the red carpet in New York.
My eyes puffy right now.
What can
laughing
you
that fucking
do? This is
hard.
life.
Goddamn.
This is how it works.
Why did
We're
I
so vain. Everybody's so visual. No, let me tell you, they gave it to me, and there's some funny jokers out there,
listen.
man. The internet is undefeated. That's
It
the one
is
right
undefeated.
there. And
That's
if you
one
look,
thing,
and
yeah.
that's the one. And
Yeah.
if you look
Let me see.
at
Pull
it on Variety, though, you have to look at it
All
on
right.
on once you. This is the interview, but if you look at the comments on Twitter under Variety, you can hear
Listen,
it here.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Don't say it.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't say it. Cut it out.
That gray suit ain't helping
Cut
you,
it
bro.
out. I see that.
The gray suit.
And you know why? It didn't help me out because it was gray on gray. And
It was a gray on gray.
was
It's just a
funny
gray on gray,
because
bro. That's all
I
it
didn't even
was.
notice it until I saw the thing, and I was
Yep.
like, "Oh wow, I made the wrong decision."
If
here.
you would have pulled out,
I made
if
a
you
bad
would've-
decision.
If
I
you would
should've
have
went with
pulled out
color.
in some blue
Yo,
or
he
like
said-
a burgundy,
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
he said,
yeah.
I made the wrong decision.
I made a bad decision on that one. I've been going with color ever since then.
Yo, I found that out when I was young. I said, yo, I can't wear gray because it made me look ashy.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
do
what
it.
they might as well have said.
might as well.
Get the brothers some lotion.
God damn.
It didn't help me.
God
I'm gonna put
damn.
it up. I'm gonna put it up in post.
Pull it up and post.
So we'll put it up
But
in
if
post.
if you see it on the thing,
Ooh.
and if you see the comments, honey roasted. They gave me the biz.
All right.
I think it's the first time I've been roasted like that in mass. I'm
least
usually
it's
the one
fun.
telling the jokes.
At least it's fun.
Oh, it's
It's
fun.
always good
What
fun.
can I say?
Yeah.
Don't come out like that. Don't come out with gray on gray. Apparently, gray on gray ain't the
You
move.
learned-
We
you
know
learned
that
your
now.
lesson.
We know it.
Now we know that.
We know that
Now
now.
we know that.
Yeah, we know that.
Now we go. Now we
All right. So
the skin tones.
okay. Now we only got a little bit of time left. I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Oh, you're late on it.
Bro. We talked about how much like Sinners is just fuck, man. I'm trying to be.
I didn't
focused.
even do that one. That was just them. They roasted me. I like to be the source of it, but this time I was the
It
butt of the
happens, man.
joke.
Sometimes
Hey,
it just
listen,
be
nobody's
like
above
that.
the law. That's how it works.
Nobody's above the law.
Nobody's above the law.
All right, bro. I just got to know one question, man. What does Sinners mean to you? Like, what does it mean to you in this current moment in time? Like, we're 2 days away from Oscar nominations.
Yep.
All these people are showing it love. Like, I even say the haters are showing it love, bro. Because,
They are.
You know, because they see what it is.
Yep.
But for you, man, dude, coming from growing up in Los Angeles, being a part of this monumental film like this, man, like.
The night of the premiere, I loved the film so much, and at the night of the premiere, we all went out after the after party to an unofficial after party, and I told the cast, I told Mike, I said, you know what, man, this film is a success. If nobody shows up to go see the movie, it's still a massive success because it's a fantastic piece of art, and you don't always get to have art meet the public's approval in the moment.
Yeah.
For this film to be considered elevated now, that makes me so humbled and so proud to be a part of it, because I feel so confident that in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, people are still going to be speaking about this film in a groundbreaking way. And what that means for Hollywood is a huge thing. So there's a self-preservation component to it for me because I love making the movies. I started my career making the movies. Then I went to TV 10-some years later. But I love making movies. It's a very unique thing, making movies. And for me to be a part of this that is now cemented for what it is, nobody can take that from me. If I was never on camera again, God forbid. And it's been a real honor to mix it up with these artisans. From like I was saying, every department was at the top of their game. From the woman who put on the prosthetic on my face every day, to Ludwig in the music, to Ruth in the costumes, to Autumn and her spectacular cinematography, to Ryan and his collaboration and his script, to Sev and his ability to navigate between the studio and the set and the people, to Zinzi to be this wonderful presence that's on set supporting Ryan and supporting the film. She's not a producer in name. People don't really talk about it much. She's producing. She's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a great experience, top to bottom. And when you get to do a film like this, it helps you reframe and have perspective. And for me, I've been doing this so long, I now can really appreciate how rare it is to get to be a part of unanimous greatness. It's very rare. It's very rare that it all comes together. So me and my gray hair and my ashy elbows, and, you know, my since burned gray suit, assholes. You know, we really appreciate it. I do, though, because I tell you, I get so much love in the public, Juju, I can't even explain it to you. And this is worldwide. Yeah. It doesn't matter where I get off on the plane. People feel the kid, and it's a blessing to get to let my light shine. And that's all I want to do. I just want to, you know what I mean? I want to pick people up. I want to make people think, but I want to spread the light, man, because the world's in a dark place right now.
Oh, man. Say it again. But, dude.
The world's in a dark place right now.
Shit.
Some of you guys will get that. You get it again. Watch it again.
Watch it again. Watch it back. Well, dude, I'm going to just say, man, from all the way 20 years ago at Stevenson Park on a basketball court.
Shout out to Carson.
Shout out to Carson.
Speaking of Forrest Whitaker, shout out to Carson.
Come on, bro. I walked from Compton, crossed the bridge
to go play
91
there.
To go play there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That was it, man. When they first opened that gym there, you crazy? That was like South Bay Rucker.
Yeah.
Because if you remember,
the runs,
if you remember when you were a kid, you don't remember, but that was when Florida won the national championship, I do believe, and Joakim Noah and all those
they went
guys,
back to back.
And all those guys were doing Kevin Durant, all those guys were doing pro days at the gym.
Yeah.
And I remember because I had been playing there in the tournament for my best friend's brother who got killed by a drunk driver who's from that neighborhood. There was an annual tournament that I had been playing in since '96.
Yeah.
And to then see the neighborhood become this beautiful like haven for all of this hotbed of talent where kids are walking over from the CPT and people are traveling in to play and you got the national champions. They closed the gym, but they would let us watch their workouts to get ready for their pro day and all this. This is what I'm saying because they had the outside and the inside. So it's man. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. And now look at us. We here talking about a film that you were part of that's just worldwide, generational, man, about to be nominated for a shit ton of Oscars. I ain't even got to knock on wood on that one. I know that for a fact.
Well,
so.
I by the time this comes out, we'll know the answer. But I'm going to tell you again, the film is a success regardless. And I tell you, I service the audience, and they have done a great job of servicing me right back. And I appreciate it. Even when y'all roast me, it's still all good. I still love you.
Bro. You got nothing but love over here. But thank you so much, Omar, for coming through, bro.
You got it.
Appreciate you. And guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to a new episode of Get Wrecked with Straw Hat Goofy, our center series with Omar Benson Miller. Make sure you guys check him out and everything that he does and everything that he has done, because this man is always and always will be a star. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how y'all felt about this particular episode. And as always, I'm Juju, and can I be your movie guy?